Friends, welcome back to the true meaning and misunderstanding of Colossians 1:17. He is before all things. Colossians 1:17. Most of Christianity have again become very confused and deceived by false teachers teaching what Paul is saying and meaning here, and simply think and believe Paul was saying Jesus was alive with God before all creation because of Paul saying he is before all things, Colossians 1:17. However, the truth of what Paul means in verse 1:17 is in the end of the very next verse of Colossians 1:18.
And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, firstborn out from the dead, so that he might be holding preeminence in all things.
Preeminence in all things means to have the first place. Definition: to have the first place. Usage: I have preeminence, am chief, am first. Paul is referring to he is before all things in precedence, Colossians 1:17, which is what Jesus meant in John 8:58.
Before Abraham was, I am.
Meaning I am the chosen one, the Messiah, the promised deliverer of Israel, which is why Jesus is before all things, first priority in importance in God's plan for man's redemption.
He was foreknown before the foundation of the world but was made manifest in the last times for the sake of you. 1 Peter 1:20.
Notice how we read in Acts 2:23 that Jesus is the determinate plan and foreknowledge of God.
Men of Israel, hear these words. Jesus of Nazareth, a man having been set forth by God to you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in your midst, as you yourselves know, him delivered up by the determinate plan and foreknowledge of God, you put to death, having crucified him by lawless hands, whom God raised up, having loosed the agony of death, inasmuch as it was not possible for him to be held by it.
Notice how we do not read Jesus was pre-existing with God, but was in God's foreknowledge as first in priority and importance in God's plan. Sadly, the rebellious Jews often did not believe Jesus and therefore did not understand his teachings. Much like most Christians today. Please join me again in my next video, my conclusion of Colossians 1:15, 16 and 17. Thank you and have a blessed week.